So something happened yesterday, and it just made me want to touch on this subject very quickly. Um, by the way, guys, I'm sorry for the infrequent uploads right now. Life is just hectic, man. I ain't really got time to be sitting here and doing videos and that. But yeah, man, I just wanted to touch on this one very quickly because it made me think about a lot of things. And two things happened yesterday, man. And basically, I don't even really want to get into like what happened because it's not really my place to talk about. But basically, two young boys lost their lives to knife crime over here in London, and I won't go too much into what happened and all this kind of stuff. It's not really my place to say or whatever. It's on the local news. It's on the news and all that kind of stuff. You can read up about it or whatever. But yeah, man, it's not like I just want to have respect for them people and not really talk about it too much. But it just made me think about something, right? And basically, I've noticed like a lot of these young boys now. I'm not saying these guys, I'm just saying in general. A lot of these young boys are listening to a lot of drill music, a lot of rap music. I took my daughter into a shop the other day, and we were walking into the shop. Outside the shop, there was loads of young boys, and they were like young English kids, like white kids, like no, and not listen, not like stereotypical, not trying to like put anyone in a box and say, oh, white people are any, I don't come from hardships and da. But the stuff they were listening to and the way they were acting like, like how we are from us from the hood that are generally from the hood. Maybe they are from that, I don't know, but you could just tell they weren't. They were like good. You could tell they were good lads. They weren't like that, It wasn't that. And so anyway, walking through, and these young lads all had these like balaclavas, like these things that cover their face now. All these young boys are wearing it, and yeah. And anyway, so I had to walk through them with my daughter, and they were playing drill music on the phone. And we know what drill music is. We know what rap drill music, what it's talking about nowadays. It's all about, chefing man up, which is stabbing people up. And you see a lot of these drill artists going to jail for very, very long time, for years. It's even like come to a point where like I was watching something and it was like they were talking like some demonic stuff in these drill songs, and you can see a lot of these like Chicago rappers and stuff like going to jail for a long, long time, and just for the stuff that they're talking about. And yeah, man, it just made me think, man, like it makes me feel sad, man, because like don't know, like just basically in Islam, right, it says that music is not halal, it's not permissible, it's not something that we are allowed to have in our life. It's basically like alcohol, intoxicants, all that kind of stuff. You're not meant to have it. It's not good. And I never really understood what it was. I've talked about music a few times on my channel, so I won't go too deep into it, but now I understand what it is. It's all to do with energy. So now I'm older, I understand what music is. So music is energy, and music is playing with your energy in your body, especially when you're hearing these beats. Sometimes the musical instruments are worse than the actual someone just saying it. Like if you listen to a rap, yeah, and someone's just rapping without the instrument or the beat, it doesn't have the same effect as whereas if they're rapping it over a drill beat. And so it's all to do with frequency. And it basically, like if you go onto YouTube and you write in like 432HZ music, 432 hertz is like a relaxing, calming frequency, so it calms you down. Whereas a lot of these rap beats, a lot of these drill beats, these Chicago rappers and stuff that use them, when they use them, they've got 808s in them, and 808s is like, and the beats they use is a very higher frequency, so or it's a lower frequency. I might be getting that bit wrong. So either higher or lower, but it makes you feel angry. It makes you feel up. Like, let me give you an example, yeah. So I try and limit music as much as I can, and the other day I was listening to like some older music from the early 90s, and it wasn't even rap. It was just like relaxing R&B music that I used to listen to in the early 90s, and it made me feel emotion, it made me feel sad, because I had to turn it off because it made me feel sad, because it made me remember like loads of times when I was younger, and just sad things. It just made me feel sad that life's gone, you know, like life's gone quick and whatever that. But it just played with my emotions, and I was like, yo, this isn't very nice. It's weird. Whereas, say for example, I was playing like, I don't know, let's say I was playing NBA 2K on the PS5, yeah, and then I had them thoughts of me being younger. It wouldn't feel as bad. Well, I have had that. It doesn't feel like, I don't feel sad. It's just, oh, whatever. It's just a passing thought. So music like really can play with your emotions. And what I want to say is like, what I wanted to touch on this video is like, yeah, it's a big shame what's happened to them boys. And, you know, but it's happening all the time. It's happening a lot, especially here in London. It's happening a lot, man. Like, and whenever I see pictures of the people that have done it, or the victims, they all got balaclavas, they're all like putting up gang signs and all this and so you know 100% what type of music they listen to. Music is haram, is not, in Islam it says it's not prohibited for a reason. There is a reason to it, you know. And like, yeah, man, I feel like people need to become more aware of what they're letting their kids listen to, man. And I'm sorry to sound like an old head, but I'm just so passionate. And the credit, like, you can listen to this video and be like, oh, what does he know? But I'm a credible source. I've talked about music before. I come from a music background. From the age of like 7 years old, you know, I've been in the music, like producing music, DJing. You know, I hosted like a pirate radio, it's like a radio station. I hosted that at a very young age. I've seen the ins and outs. I was caught up in that life. I had very, very bad experiences because of music. It led me down a bad path. Like, so I know what music is. Yeah, and I don't mean to sound like a horrible old head. Listen, stuff for Lala, I still, you know, it's hard for me to just turn it off. But I still, every now and then I'll put a song on and then I'll turn it off, or I'll put one on, or I'll listen to it in the gym. But I understand what it's doing because I'm an older man and because I've dealt with this crap. I understand what it's doing, so I try not to let it affect me too much. But I just want to say, like, yeah, man, I don't want to keep this video too long, but I just want to say, like, if you feel like, you know, if you see your kids changing, if you listen to their music and they're listening to this drill stuff or this new age rap stuff where all these rappers are wearing like dresses and like just acting up, man, like just tattooing all their faces and this is all like demonic stuff, bro. Like, this is all demonic, man. This is all demonic. And like, yeah, man, just please, like, just try and like just get that stuff out of your house, get that music. I remember like when I was growing up, like my mum was a Muslim woman. She used to buy me these rap CDs and stuff, but she didn't really understand what he was doing. So, you know, like, but now we have the internet. I understand it. There's more stuff for us to read up about frequencies and energy and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, music is energy, man. Music is definitely going to play with your subconscious. It's going to play with your heart. It's going to play with your internal. You know, if you want to listen to anything, listen to a podcast, man. Put some Quran on. Honestly, bro, like, and I don't even mean to sound like a preacher. I'm not one of them guys that will sit here and preach and tell you can't do something. But like, this shit's getting so serious. Kids are losing their lives, man. Like, it's so sad, man. As a father, and seeing that is so sad, and it hurts me. So I feel like these rappers and these musicians, they know what the fuck they're doing, man. It makes me feel sick, man. They know what they're doing, bro. Like, even if you watch a lot of these rappers and stuff, like, you know, and they'll be on interviews and they'll be smoking and they'll be drinking loads of, like, you know that young boys are watching you. You scumbags, man. You know that young boys are watching you, man, and or young women, and you know that you're a role model, and you'll do it because you're getting a certain amount of money. You're gonna do these things. You're gonna act this way, like. Oh, bro, I don't even want to get into it, but you know how to act. Like, you know that you're going to be a role model to these young people. So, like, come on, man, cut that shit out, bro. Like, tell these kids to go to the gym. Tell these kids to go to do some boxing. Tell them to go do some jiu-jitsu. You know, like, bro, like, and I understand, like, the whole thing, like, they've got parents, but, bro, like, kids listen to you guys. You, as a rapper, listened to someone. I always remember watching this thing about the rapper Juice WRLD, and he used to listen to Future, and Future used to talk about taking prescription medication and, you know, to get high, and Juice WRLD used to take that, and, you know, astaghfirullah, like, look at subhanallah, look what's happened. Like, Juice WRLD actually died because of the same prescription medication that Future was rapping about. Like, bro, I could go so deep into this topic. It's crazy. And it's really crazy. Do you know what? Like, while I'm talking to you guys, it's crazy that I'm having this conversation, because if you would have asked me, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or when in the 90s, like, would I ever go against music? I'd be like, bro, you're crazy. Like, that was my dream goal, was to be in the music industry. It was to be part of Sony Records. It was to be over in LA and working with artists. And by now, at 35 years old, or, I would be like more like in a managerial level, like, or like managing artists and all this kind of stuff. That was my whole thing. And do you know what? I'm so glad that shit never happened. I'm so happy, bro, because I see how it is. So listen, I don't want to ramble. I just want to say to you, like, to you parents, and I just want to say, like, rest in peace to all these young boys and stuff that are losing their lives to knife crime and all this. And I'm not saying that it's all to do with like music and all this kind of stuff, but music, drill music, all this stuff, it plays a massive role, man. Like, and you guys can come at me in the comments or whatever. You can tell me that it's not. I know 100% firsthand. It does play with your mind. It plays with your subconscious. It plays with your energy, and you start taking this stuff literal. Yeah, like you can listen to a hard rap track, and when you're in the gym and you listen to that rap song, like a Tupac song, for example, you can listen to that and it will make you get like angry at the weight, like you want to just lift, bro. Like, yeah, man. So I just want to say to you parents, like, if you've got young kids, innocent kids that are like getting exposed to this drill music, rap music, all this life, like, please, like, I don't know, man, just try and just step in, man. Just try and show them, like, yo, that stuff's not reality, man. Like, try and intervene some way, if you can. But yeah, man, inshallah, hope this video helps one or two people, man. I just feel really sad for these young boys, man, that are listening to this stuff and getting involved in all the, and taking all the stuff that these rappers say literal, man. I really do feel for them, man. But yeah, man, I'll see you guys on the next one. God bless.